Hi everyone, it's Mitch, and it is Friday, November 9th, 2018, here with your free live show. Of course, we're here live 7 days a week, 365 days a year, doing free picks. Of course, Fridays are free-for-all Fridays. That means that it means that all the picks on today's show come from your questions. So we just take the most popular games that you guys want to hear my opinion on, and whether it be a premium pick and free pick, whatever, I'm going to give my opinion on it. Of course, if it's a premium pick, I'm not going to tell you that it's a premium pick. I'm just going to give you my opinion on it. But, of course, free picks every single game, every single day at sportschatplace.com. There's about 10 Utahs. So you got to say who they're playing and what the 10 Utahs. So you got to say who they're playing and what the spread is and all that other stuff when you ask your questions. So like someone said, is Utah a good pick? Utah Utes, Utah Jazz, Utah. I mean, I don't know. You know, it's like I'm some guy who picks sports games. I don't have a map and crystal ball, but I do the best that I can. So if you guys can just be as clear as possible, it just helps, you know, that's for sure. But of course, so we have tons of college basketball today. We have college football, we have NBA, we have NHL, we have of course NFL this weekend. We've got college football all weekend. We have all sorts of picks, so all sorts of games to choose from. So shoot them out, one per person. So just like I said, let her rip. We'll give everybody a couple minutes here. Of course, if I've already given out the pick, I'm not going to do it again. Of course, we have free picks on every single game, every single day. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about like my dog of the day or something like that. Of course, we talk, if you guys want to give out your picks, great place to do that is in our Facebook group. Where it's 24 hours, 7 days a week. So give everybody a couple more minutes to join us. Yeah, we don't just give out top college basketball pick. You got to ask about a specific game. My best bets are always at Sports Chat Place Experts and SportsChatPlace.com Premium and Premium Plus. So if you want my best picks, that's where you get those. If you want to pick on a specific game, it's free for all Friday. I'm more than willing to go this way. Of course, make sure you include the point spread when you ask your question. There's probably, between today, tomorrow, and Sunday, there's probably 600 games on the card. I'm familiar with all the teams, but I certainly don't have all of the point spreads memorized. That's for damn sure. But do the best that we can. Try and make everybody happy. But give everybody just about another minute to join us and, of course, to enter their questions. Of course, we have free picks on every single game, every single day at SportsChatPlace.com. Our best bets always over at SportsChatExperts.com. And I take the most popular questions on this show, the way that we decide it. Normally I give out 3 free picks every single day. You guys know I'm free for all Friday. Sometimes we break the rules a little bit and we go over the amount. But anyways. Yeah, you got to give the spread. Like if you're going to ask the pick, you got to give the point spread. So I don't have them all memorized. And just went through it. Do the best that I can. You got to say Team A versus Team B with the point spread. Because we're talking any games today through Monday Night Football. And I don't have all the point spreads memorized. I just don't. There's way too many games. I'm familiar with all the teams. I have a good name. I have no idea what that means. Like I said, Team A versus Team B with the point spread. How difficult? Not difficult here. Okay, not difficult. If Kansas is playing Duke, you say Kansas versus Duke -6. Kansas -6 versus Duke. This is not difficult. Doing the best I can, guys. Just way too many games here for me to have all the point spreads memorized. So the most popular one so far is Boise versus Fresno State. I was going to give a premium pick on this one, but man, I am just a little bit gun shy. I like Fresno State in this game, and I think that they're the better team. And we've seen Boise kind of melt down, earlier this season against Oklahoma State. And this clearly is not the Boise team that a lot of people expected to see this season. A lot of people thought this was going to be a banner year for Boise, a year where maybe they crack through and become that group of five. That team from outside of the big conferences that gets into the New Year's Day bowl game. But I don't see that happening this year. That Oklahoma State game, I think, was really a letdown for Boise this season, and I think we saw some holes in that defense. And the thing about Fresno is I really, that Minnesota game is just a head scratcher to me. How they lost that game, I had Fresno in that game, and of course it's sat with me. I mean, that was several months ago at this point. It's still sitting with me. That's how brutal that game was. They thoroughly outplayed Minnesota. They came back charging at the end, and then they tied the game, and then let Minnesota beat them. I just think that Fresno is getting better and better as the season's gone on. I think Boise has improved somewhat. I think Fresno's the better team. It's tough to go against Boise. I couldn't give it out as a premium pick because I just felt that, if Boise beats me on the blue turf on a Friday night game, then I get what I get, So I like Fresno State in this game. Definitely, I think they're the better team. Personally, if I was betting the game, which I'm not, I would bet on Fresno State. But very, very tough to go against Boise on the blue turf at night, and that's why I can't make it a premium pick. So we'll take Fresno State, and that'll be our first pick of today's show. Anyways, we do 3 free picks at least every single day. Today is Free For All Friday. All the questions come from you guys. And I take the most popular ones, and we go from there. And normally we do 3 free picks every single day. On Free For All Friday, we generally do more. It's got to be in the form of Team A versus Team B with the point spread. It's really, I've said it maybe 35 times. I don't know. The format is just because I don't, how about this question? What do you think about it? What do you think about it? I think that I need you guys to format it in a way that I can understand it, because you have to understand there's 1,000 games this weekend, okay? Tonight, even because all these little games, if you look at the site for college basketball, we have a write-up on Coastal Carolina Campbell. I mean, this is how many games that we've covered at sportschatplays.com. So I just need Team A versus Team B and the point spread. And then we'll pick the most popular ones. So I see Northwestern plus 10.5 against Iowa. So I have my premium picks right here in front of me that I'm looking at for tomorrow's college football. So I have all these teams, and then what I do is I go through them, and then I kind of go back and say these are the games I'm keying on, and I want to see, after I dig in, if it substantiates what I'm thinking, But if I could show you this pad, which I can't because it's got all my premium picks on it, you'll see Northwestern on here with a line through it. And I do like Northwestern against Iowa. I think Iowa has shot themselves in the foot. The last 2 games, they've had these games won. They've had their opponents dead to rights. And they should be playing in the Big Ten championship game, but they've managed to beat themselves. Yeah, we just went over Fresno State, Boise State. We're not going to go over that one again. You know, I have Northwestern written down here. I put a line through it because Iowa is a really good team. They're tough. And Northwestern seems to always play up to their level of competition. You know, they play down to their level of competition. They play up to their level of competition. It's a lean here to Northwestern plus the points, and that's why I scratched it off as a premium pick. I do like Northwestern here, though, plus the points, and that'll be my second pick of today's show. So that's in tomorrow's college football. So far, we've got 2 picks. They're both college football. Of course, we do 3 free picks every single day. Our best bets over at sportschatexperts.com. Of course, tomorrow's college football Saturday. There's tons of college basketball, NBA, and NHL all going on as well. Of course, Sunday is NFL Day, and you know, I'm open to questions on that as well. It's free for all Friday. That means all the questions come from the Facebook group and YouTube Live. Whatever the most popular questions are the games we're going to cover. So let's see what we got. If you haven't already done so, you want to sign up for our newsletter. In the newsletter, I give out a pick every single week. It's a video pick, and it's a pick I don't give out anywhere else. I only give it out in the newsletter. I've been doing that for about 10 years. And I do it the same way. I won't give it out on a live show. I won't give it out as a premium pick. I don't give it out anywhere. You can email me and ask me about the game. What happened to NC State, that is a valid question, but I think we saw what happened to NC State is one of the worst game plans I think I've ever seen in a college. Well, I've seen some bad game plans, right? We've seen some horrible game plans. So I'm just going to say a horrific game plan. Some receivers that couldn't hold on to passes that were hit, you know, the receivers hit in the chest in the end zone and can't hold on to the ball. We saw that. We saw receivers just dropping passes. And then we saw this short passing game. And even though it was clearly ineffective, they just refused to let it go. They refused. So that's what happens. If you start playing conservative like that, you deserve what you get. All right, Kentucky versus Southern Illinois in college hoops. So is there issues here at Kentucky after getting blown out by 30 points against Duke? Or were they just caught with their pants down, which I think it's a little bit of both. But we know that Kentucky is absolutely loaded with talent, and we know at Rupp Arena things can get a little crazy there as the Kentucky faithful are faithful, right? That's what they are. And you know, after that game against Duke, they're going to look to come out and make a statement. I mean, honestly, Southern Illinois is a lot better team than most people give them credit for. But in the day and age in college hoops where, you know, it's one and done and players, you know, coming and going, it's a really, really tough sport to read early in the season, and you kind of have to look for the team that has the returning guys, or, you know, with teams like Kentucky, Duke. We were fortunate enough to have Duke the other night, but, you know, we just looked at the roster and I couldn't believe they weren't favored in that game. But I think in general, when you look at some of the teams out there, it takes a couple games under their belt to really find out exactly what they're all about. I do think that Kentucky plays here with purpose, and I do think that they're loaded with stars. 17.5 is a gigantic number, and everybody, well, I would think not everybody, but I think a lot of people, or a lot of the betting public is probably thinking along the same lines that we are, that Kentucky is probably out to, you know, show that we're not this team that lost by 30 to Duke, but they are the team that lost 30 to Duke because that was the final score, right? They got crushed. I mean, if it was a fight, they would have stopped it at halftime, right? If they could have, you know, they would have, what they call mercy rule, right? It would have been the mercy rule. But I look for Kentucky to bounce back here, and I look for them to be focused, and I look for them to probably put this one away early. I think that, I think that the first half is probably a good bet in that game as well. So I like Kentucky. I'm going to lay the big points there. I don't love it enough to make it a premium pick. Of course, there's a zillion games on the college basketball card, and I didn't make that one a premium pick, so I don't love it. But if I was going to bet that game, which I'm not, I'm going to I'll take Kentucky. So we've done 3 free picks. That's what we say we'll do every single day, but what the hell? Let's see if there's anything else that's super popular here amongst the crowd. Hopefully you guys listen to our podcast, because a lot of these games that you guys are asking about that I might not get to on today's show, I definitely go over on the podcast, especially college football and NFL football, where we do 3 podcasts a week. It's called Sports Pick Info. It's available on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Podcast, whatever. There's a million, Pod Blast, Pod this, whatever. It's on all of those things. Very, very easy to find, Sports Pick Info. So check it out. So there's really not a consensus here for another pick, but I'm going to give out another pick anyway. Let's just pick one out from you guys. It's going to be random. Oh, man. All right, let's see what you guys got. So people are still asking about picks here that I gave out in video picks. And that's Celtics, Utah. It's available. Just means you don't visit the website. Go to sportschatplace.com and click on my video, and you'll see who I like in that game. Anyways, a little frustrating. Gotta love Free For All Friday. I love Free For All Friday. It gets a little hectic, because the more games there are on the schedule, like there are now when it's college basketball season started, the crazier it gets. I mean, we have free write-ups on probably 60 college basketball games today. Like I said, Campbell, Coastal Carolina, we got it. Missouri State against whatever, we got it. So, anyways, let's do one more pick, and then I'm going to go out surfing. Let's see. We'll take I'd like to do one for tonight or an NFL. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, Clarence Jordan, if you like that big, well, the place to post that is in our Facebook group. That's what that is for. Okay, this video is actually where we do my picks. And it's not an ego trip or anything like that. It's just I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning every day to do this. So if you want to have a show, by all means, I encourage you to do so. You should do a live show, you should do a video channel, open up a Facebook group, website, do all that stuff if you want it. And, as far as this goes, this is my show. Anyways, let's get to one more pick. Okay, Buffalo versus West Virginia in basketball. I almost went to a premium pick with this one with Buffalo. Buffalo's a really good team, but we know Press Virginia also good. I think this is more of a deliberate pace, and I think that's really Buffalo's chance here. We're getting double digits with Buffalo. If you saw Bad Beats on ESPN, which I never hear it, so I don't hear what they say, but I watch it, because I have it on one of the upper TVs. It looked like Buffalo St. Francis was one of those bad beat games, and I know it was. I didn't have the game, but I know it was one of those bad beat games where it was like that foul at the and it was like they're up by 17, like 15 and a half, and there's like a meaningless foul at the end of the game, and they ended up hitting both shots to make it a 15-point win instead of 15 and a half. But I think Buffalo getting double digits here is probably a pretty solid play against West Virginia. Like I said, not a premium pick. There's a lot of college basketball. I have 3 premium college basketball picks tonight, 3 premium NBA, and a premium in college football. But this certainly isn't one of them. But I definitely was leaning towards this game. This was probably just outside of my premium picks for today was Buffalo. So I take Buffalo plus the 10.5, and that'll be our final pick for today's show. We took Buffalo plus the 10.5. We took Northwestern plus 10.5 tomorrow against Iowa. We took Fresno State against Boise State, and we took, I can't even remember. Covered so much here. We took, Kentucky minus 17.5 against Southern Illinois. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining. My best picks for tonight are always at sportschatexperts.com as well as sportschatplace.com Premium and Premium Plus. So if you want my best picks, that's where you find them. Anyways, the free picks, usually just an opinion. Anyways, this is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. See you guys tomorrow for College Football Saturday, even though it's College Basketball Saturday and NBA Saturday, NHL. But you guys know I love college football. I'll see you guys tomorrow.